bit later. So you actually broke the rope? When it came down to needing it, the Smittybilt didn't quite get it done. Look at the slop. You can just see that that was just like a lava mud. All right, good morning, folks. It is very early on a Saturday morning. You can see the sun hasn't even started to come over the horizon yet. And I am very anxious to get started on my rear bumper. As you can see, I've got the rear bumper off the van. We've got a bunch of parts here that are all going to become a bumper for the rear van. But as excited as I am to get started on that, I am going to have to put that project on hold because I have a friend in need. All right, so my friend Gary went out to go do some adventuring. You guys have seen Gary on the channel before. Went out to do some solo adventuring and got himself good and stuck. And since I'm already got the bumper off the van and I'm planning on doing some work today, I'm just going to leave it where it's at, and we're going to go on a mission with the old Ford to go get Gary. So I want to take a few things with me because the Ford's not as fully equipped as the van, but I think I can bring enough stuff, and along with the stuff that he already has, I think I can get him out with the old Ford. So I just put the recovery boards in, as you've seen, and I am going to also grab Megan's air compressor, which is right here. I'm not going to take that hose. We're going to take just the compressor. And we're taking the compressor just mainly because if I have to air down the Ford, I don't have a compressor in the Ford, and so I want to make sure that I have a way to air down the Ford if I need to help him out where he's at. I'm also going to grab, or not from that side because that door's locked. Grab my 4-way hose. So for those that saw me getting stuck a few videos back, one of the upgrades I've made is I bought a 4-way hose kit so I can air down all 4 tires at once and air up all 4 tires at once. So we're going to bring that. And I want to bring my tote of recovered gear. This has my straps and shackles. Straps, shackles, all that. Got boxes of stuff in here. This is all stuff for the bumper build, but we'll make room here for everything. Okay, so there we go. Box of straps. We got a box of straps, air compressor hose. We're taking Megan's recovery boards because I'm too lazy to get mine off the van, and I think we are ready to go. Now, one component that I'm gonna be sorry that I don't have is my winch to help Gary. Now, Gary has a winch, but we'll talk about that more later. All right, so we're on the road. Gary is about an hour and a half from the shop where he's stuck in the mud. So we got a little bit of driving ahead of us, but that's okay because as you can see, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Sun's starting to come up now, and it's just crystal clear blue skies, and it's just a beautiful day. Beautiful day, and I think it's supposed to, even though it started off cold this morning and icy, I think it's supposed to get up to the mid-60s today. So beautiful spring-like day, even though I don't think we're quite spring yet, but it'll be a great day for a nice drive in the old Ford truck. right, so we've made it to the dirt road, and it is starting to warm up out here a little bit. I can have the windows open. It feels pretty good, and it's absolutely beautiful out here. Still, some of the mountains have a little bit of snow on them, so that's nice to see at this time of year. But we're getting pretty close to where I think Gary's at. We just got to figure out what road he's down. So apparently the road I've decided to go up is the more direct route to get to where he's at, but I don't think it's the road he took because there's no tracks in the snow or the mud. But hopefully we don't get ourselves stuck trying to get to him taking this road. It's a little bit narrow, a little bit steep, but so far the old Ford's handling it with stride. Hey sir, I've got somewhere to go. Can you get out of the road? Well, Gary, out of places that you've picked to camp, you know, this has got a pretty nice view.
This was a pretty good, nice campground. Had deer on the mountainside and a nice campfire and a couple of beers. And it's a nice starry night.
Yeah,
wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, nice morning.
Nice morning.
Stand out here by your fire, right, and enjoy this. I mean, this is a pretty spectacular view. I mean, I saw a lot of really nice, like more level camp spots coming in.
So did I.
But you know, I appreciate the fact that
I had to venture on more. And,
yeah, exactly.
And do my usual thing here.
You were doing like Donald, right? Like, oh, this campsite's good, but I'm just gonna see what else is out there.
Except I better Donald. I broke my winch.
Oh, dang. So that's what I was telling you guys, that we'd talk about the winch a little bit later. So you actually broke the rope?
Well, no, the clutch and the winch quit working.
Oh.
But this was tight against that juniper tree.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't back off the winch, so I just took my knife and cut the
rope since it was doing me no good. Right. And you're probably going to have to get a new winch anyways.
Yeah, it's a good excuse to get a new winch, better winch.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. When it came down to needing it, the Smitty built didn't quite get it done.
Oh, and the first thing that happened was the line came undone.
Oh, dang.
So I worked for about an hour trying to get the line back attached.
Yeah. I see you tried using recovery boards.
Yep.
Let's just get a look here at what we got going on here.
The more I dug out, the more mushier it got and the more filled in it got, so I didn't dig any further.
Well, now that it's good and frozen, you probably just drive right out of here, huh?
I tried.
Oh, you already tried this morning?
I tried.
Look at that. Boy, you're in there.
Did I do a good job or not?
Well, yeah, look at that. I mean, if you just look at the slop, you can just see that was just like a lava mud. And then his trailer's buried back here too. So, yeah. Well, good times, Gary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good times. We'll see if the old Ford can get you out, huh?
I'm sure it can. Ford dependable?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think they made old Fords just for getting Jeeps out. Yeah, I think they made old Fords just for getting you Jeepers out of the mud, you know. That's what it's built for.
Yeah.
Built for tough.
And I'm not complaining. And then, man, as soon as I pulled off from there.
All right, so a couple of things here we're kind of looking at is I was thinking about taking his trailer off and just getting the Jeep recovered first, and then we'd worry about trying to recover the trailer. But I think we're going to try to recover both of them just to see how it works, and then we'll make that a second choice, because once we unhook the trailer, it'd be really hard to get anything back in here. Anything we try to pull back in here to get the trailer is going to sink in the mud, so that wouldn't be good. And I was thinking we can maybe push the trailer over the tongue over, but that one tire is so buried that I don't even think with the two of us we'd be able to push the tongue over more onto the actual gravel part of the road. So first step is we're just going to try to recover both of them and see what we do. Hopefully with the Ford being on the gravel and in four-wheel drive, I'll put it in low range, that we can just get him to roll right out. Well, we'll just try. I think if we just put tension and I just kind of pull with tension and we don't, I mean, I know the whole idea of a kinetic rope is that it's supposed to stretch and then eventually that tension starts to kind of pull you out, but
well,
I think we can do it with this because this is just a static line, right?
Yeah, this is just a static.
so both lockers are engaged. You probably want to move this coffee cup too if we actually do. Yeah, we don't want to spill coffee in this. So, yeah, we probably need to switch to the let's switch to the Yankum rope.
Okay.
So that way I can actually put tension on it. That was stretching, but I didn't want to stretch it too much.
Yeah.
I'll pull forward a little bit, Gary. All right, so first attempt didn't work out. We tried just the static line, gentle pull, just thinking maybe if I could just give a little tension to him, you know, that his Jeep would actually be able to do the work and pull itself out. But he's in here. So we're gonna switch to a kinetic line. I believe Gary has a Yankum rope, right, Gary?
Yep.
So the idea behind that is we can stretch the rope, and then the rope's tension will kind of catapult him out, ideally. Well, this isn't going to catapult back into my face, is it, Gary?
It shouldn't. But I can't guarantee
you bought quality gear, right?
I did buy quality gear.
Okay.
Smitty built.
Oh, it's Smitty built. It's not Smitty built, really, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, god dang. I mean, we've already had so much luck with the winch, Gary.
Well, they say maximum breakage is 44,000 pounds.
All right. Let's just hope the Smitty built shackle is better than the Smitty built winch. But the rope is a Yankum rope, right?
The rope is
okay. Well, they're at least.
Not by me, but
yeah. Not by name. Oh, it's not an actual Yankum rope.
It's a Yankum rope, but it's the Smitty built brand.
Well, that's not a Yankum rope, Gary.
Well, dummy me.
So it's a Smitty built rope. Okay, so I've been really confused. Gary calls everything Yankum, but it's not Yankum. It's a Smitty built static. It's a Smitty built kinetic line with a Smitty built shackle. We've already had the Smitty built.
Not Amazon.
But did you buy it off Amazon, Gary? Okay, because you can buy a Smitty belt.
These are Rhino shackles.
Oh, they're Rhino shackles. I feel like I'm really confused here. I'm sure the audience is super confused now too. I don't know what we're using. I'm just going to really hope that it doesn't end up in my face.
I'm trying both brands, and we'll see which one breaks first.
Okay. Well, hopefully that one on that end. We'll let it go through your windshield. All right, we're going to try again. All right, so one of the problems I'm having is I'm starting to, not real bad, but I'm starting to make some indentions in the road here, and the Ford's going down inside that, and then I'm having to fight that myself to be able to get the pull on him and get any tension. So we're gonna unhook the trailer and then see if we can just get the Jeep out, and then we'll figure out how we'll get the trailer. Do you have anything we can stick under that? Oh, let me go, before we drop that, Gary, let me go grab a recovery board. Let's put a recovery board under it.
Okay, good.
Because I don't think we're going to be able to get that to loosen up, because I think it's the tension this way, not the tension up and down.
Yeah.
Try to go in reverse a little bit more, Gary. Okay, stop. Try to go forward. Okay, never mind. Okay, so here's the issue. We can't get the trailer unhooked because there's just so much tension right now on the Jeep and the trailer, and we can't get the Jeep to move enough to get that tension off the pin, so we can't get that unhooked. The other issue is he's buried, and he's got so much mud built up underneath the Jeep that it's basically sitting on that. So the tires are dug down, and the Jeep is just sitting on rock and mud, and I'm on the pull uphill, so we're not getting anyways, because he would have to basically have to drag the underneath of his Jeep over that mud pile. So what we're going to try to do is I'm going to get around him with the Ford, and we're going to try pulling the trailer from behind. The trailer does have a solid piece of square tubing that goes all the way through, giving a solid connection all the way to the Jeep. But because of all that mud that's built up underneath, we can't go forward, but I think we could at least go backwards. And if we could get backwards a little bit, then that might open up some more options. So to give you guys an idea what happened here is he tried to turn around. You can see this road goes down this hill and then it goes up a steep hill over there, and he just decided that that was probably more than he wanted to take on. So he tried to back into this little area here and then turn around. But once he got off this gravel part of this road, you get off into this BLM here and the grasses and stuff, that's just soft mud, and he just, you know, obviously sunk. So that's kind of what happened and how he got stuck. Was he was actually attempting not to get stuck and get himself in trouble by turning around and not doing something he wasn't comfortable with, and unfortunately got himself stuck. So anyways, that's what happened. All right, so we got everything just about hooked up. Gary's got mine hooked there, and then like I said, I happen to have a receiver in the truck, and I was able to get that in there, but I didn't have a ball on it, so we brought his shackle up front and we put that through the hole in the receiver. So that's what we're going to be pulling from. All right, guys, well, I'll be honest, I didn't think that had a very high success rate of working, but that worked out perfectly. I think the biggest thing is like I said, you can see right here this mound of dirt that he was sitting on, and we were fighting that, trying to pull the Jeep up over that big pile of dirt. But going backwards, we didn't have that resistance, and a couple good solid pulls, and we got her out. So yeah, job well done. No, but
find my fourth max track. I really owe you.
Oh boy, looks like we got a
deep six, I think.
It looks like Easter came early, but instead of looking for eggs, we're going to be looking for a sunken max track. All right, guys, well, I searched and searched for that recovery board. I don't know where it was lost, and Gary, with all his finagling last night trying to get unstuck, I guess I didn't mention that Gary got stuck last night, and he actually had to camp in the spot. But anyways, with all his finagling last night, he kind of lost track of where he lost it, and we've searched and probed the mud, and we can't find it. Now, you can get little leashes for the recovery board so that you can find them a little easier, but Gary didn't learn from my example in my last video where I got stuck about being too lazy to get out certain recovery gear. So he's gonna have to, he's figured out that he's got about $700 worth of new recovery gear he has to get, because he has to get a new winch, he has to get a new recovery board, he needs a receiver for the back of his trailer. I've informed him he needs a new shovel. So he's gonna, he gets to go home and do some shopping when he gets back.
Not on Amazon.
Not on Amazon. No shopping for recovery gear on Amazon. Anyways, guys, we are pretty well packed up at this point. I think we are good to go. Gary's got some pressure washing to do when he gets home, but first he's gonna buy me breakfast, and I'm really looking forward to it because I'm hungry now. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And just enjoyed it for what it was. Just two guys being out in the mud, right?
Right, absolutely.
Well, not that way in the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were stuck in the mud, but we weren't mud wrestling or anything like that.
Last time I was stuck in the mud.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, leave a like, leave a comment. We'll catch you guys again outside. So Ford did a really good job at designing these old trucks. The one thing they failed at is this cup holder. I can never trust it to hold my stuff, especially on a bumpy road. Oop, oop, and there it goes.